All right, welcome back everybody. I'm Coach Haley. We're back with another video or Friday Night Lights analysis. So what I do is our Friday Night Lights crew that does a bit of open play around 4.0-ish rating, and I'll video some of the matches from our open night play and see what I think. So let's take a look at this first match. All right. Vance, oh, that's a good lob from Trent. Good recovery. He goes down the line. Bam. All right. So what I like about this point, yeah, we're going to back it up. So I love how Vance is the guy in the black and the hat on the far side. So I love how he works the point. So he comes in. Yeah, see how he's already shifting? Like he's ready to take over and poach. So he gets there. He leans all the way in. Hits a nice little shot, a nice little dink. Trent's able to lob it up. Vance gets back there, hits a well-placed shot to his backhand. All right, so now Vance takes advantage. He gets his forehand. He hits it down the line, and he sets himself up here, all right? So he knows that if he hits it down the line, probably his opponent is going to try and go back towards the middle. So he hits it down the line, and you see how he's already cheating in towards the middle? Bam, and he hits that winner down the line. So I love it when players are able to set themselves up and do that. And so that's what separates, I'd say, like the 3-5s from the 4-0s is the 3-5s you might have, like, you know, in between 3-5 and 4-0, you might have players that have some good shots. Like, hey, I can hit a really good forehand drive. I can bang it, but they can't construct a point. So once you get above the 4-0 and approaching 4-5 level, that's where you're really starting to hit shots with intention. All right, so that's what I like about what he did there. Every shot he hit had intention behind it, and he's working the point, working the court, and it paid off for him in the end. He had a beautiful finish. Well done, Vance. All right, here we go. Vance is serving. Good return. Krista hits that backhand, sticks it. Drop, boom, same thing. Okay, another well-constructed point. So Trent in the blue right there, he hit a nice dink to wide to Vance's backhand. I like he's able to get low, and he kind of almost did like just a little backhand speed up down the line that I don't think Krista was ready for. I think she probably assumed that Vance was gonna go back, a soft dink cross court, and she was just caught off guard, which happens to all of us. Sometimes you're just not expecting that kind of, especially that's a tough shot, that backhand kind of speed up down the line or a little flick. That's a tough shot. So yeah, it definitely caught her off guard. She wasn't ready and she missed it into the net. So again, good deliberate shot selection from Vance. So he's winning points based on his shot selection. Shot selection wins points. Shot selection wins matches. That's what separates the big dogs from the puppies, so to speak. All right, next up. Trent serving. Myra hits a deep return. Down the line. Little dink. Krista gets to it. Little dink rally going on there. Nice wide dink. Vance is ready. Oh, okay. All right. So now this time I'm going to pick on Vance a little bit there, okay? So he's obviously the stronger player. He's playing with his wife, so he does a lot more than she does. But, or he's trying to make up for it a little bit. But here's what happens, all right? So we're going to back this up. So you see how Myra hits a nice wide dink, okay? So good dink right there. Vance does the right thing. He goes down the line to try to cover that middle. But what happens here, though, is Trent hits a nice little just neutral dink back to the middle. And Vance tries to cover that middle shot, too. So really, he should have let Myra, which is her forehand, the left side player, she's hitting that forehand. He probably should have let that one go, let Myra have it. Instead, he was trying to be a hero, do a little bit too much, going side to side. He got caught with the down the line, shadowing the down the line. Couldn't quite get back in time for the middle. It kind of threw off his partner a little bit, and they both just let the ball go. I think I would have let Myra have that one. That's my assessment. So, but otherwise, I mean, I like how he's trying to work the point again. Just got caught out a little bit that time. All right. Serve from Vance. Return from Krista. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Good. That's a good third shot drive down the line. That's where you want to put it. Trent wasn't, again, he wasn't expecting it. So that's what Vance is doing a good job of, is catching these players down the line. They're not expecting it. So he got Krista on that kind of backhand flick or speed up down the line, and that drive down the line there with Trent. Again, I don't think Trent was exactly, here, let's see if I can back it up. Back it up. All right, let's see it again. All right, let's take a look. Serve, return, steps in, bam. Yeah, he just caught Trent unawares, and that's the point. So again, well done, Vance. Okay, good serve, Myra. Deep return. Oh, that's it. Okay, so number 1. So serve, deep return. Now, I don't know why. I'm going to pause it right there. I don't know why. That was a good, slow, deep return. I don't know why Krista didn't run into the kitchen a little bit faster. I mean, she had time, I think. So she should have been deeper in the kitchen. And so that set the tone for the rest of this point, okay? Because now she's on the defense. She should have been up to that kitchen line a little bit more quickly. And so now you see she's kind of stuck in no man's land in the transition zone. See how she had to hit, kind of a dipping backhand volley. Again, couldn't really do much. It was good that she got it back in play, but she couldn't really do much with it. Okay, now we're into, okay. So then, Vance dinks it back. Krista gets a paddle on it, but it wasn't enough. Myra's there waiting. I love that Myra was there waiting for that backhand and just rips it down the line. That was actually really, really good. So, kind of a not an ideal setup there from Krista. So you see again, not a great backhand. She didn't set herself up on the court. Vance gets it back. She tries and be aggressive with that, but Myra's already waiting. She read that book last week, as I like to say, and she's ready for that two-handed backhand down the line. So good finish. All right. Good serve, good deep serve from Myra. Great down the line. Oh, okay. Yeah. So here's what happened. All right, good deep serve. Okay, that's a good, okay, yeah. So here's what happened. So Trent returns it. Kind of a short return. He's making his way into the kitchen. He's getting there. Now, again, this down the middle. See how Krista leans in and she takes that ball. That should have been Trent's ball. He's a left side player. That's his forehand. You see how she's leaning in. You see how she's off balance. Vance takes advantage and body bags her. And that's what happens. That's why you want to take, that's why you want those left side players, as soon as it's right-handed, that's why you want those left side players to take that forehand, because even if Krista had hit a good shot with that, what happens is, hey, if you're on the right side, now you're off balance, okay? Now you're leaning in, you're off balance, and that's what Vance took advantage of. He got it, and he could have hit it past her, past her shoulder. He aimed right for that right shoulder, right where you should, because she was off balance, twisted, couldn't recover, in time. So I think, again, I would have left that for the left side player to take that forehand. And that's the problem. Even if you can get a paddle on it, you get yourself out of position. If you're the right side player, you're trying to take too many balls in the middle with that backhand. You get yourself out of position. You leave that sideline vulnerable, that your right sideline vulnerable. And that's exactly what happened there. And Krista couldn't get back, recovered in time. Vance did a great job hitting that right shoulder target. Game, set, match. Almost, not quite. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah. Hey, it happens to the best of us. All right, here we go. Myra serving. Dink. Oh, okay. So what happened there? Vance got a little greedy. It happens to the best of us. So Trent, his dink was just soft enough. It just went under or was level with the net. And so Vance thought that was an attackable ball, but it was just low enough that when you're hitting it flat, it hit the top of the net. So he probably should have just slowed it down and dinked it back or worked the point a little bit more. He got a little bit impatient there. Just that shot. It was just a little bit either even with the net or below the net. And when you try and hit it flat, it's just going to hit the top of the net. That's what happened there. So had that ball been a little bit above the net, that would have been a great shot. It just dropped a little bit too low, and he ended up hitting it into the net. All right, here we go. Great lob. Good defense. Oh, that's a good dink. So good recovery. They're both working the point really well. Nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yay, I love it. He was ready. He was ready for that. So that was a great point. Both teams did a good job of working that point. Both shots, good shots from both teams. So let's pull it back. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Here we go. Okay, that's a good lob. Buy yourself some time. And now that short that's what I like to do. Hey, I lobbed it. Now I need to try and work my way into the kitchen so that, softer shot to take some pace off of it. She does a good job of countering it, kind of a slice angled shot here. And Krista does a good job of getting there. But that also brings Krista into the net. So here she goes. Vance was right there. She did a good job of getting it. He did a good job of being ready and waiting, but Trent is also there. He did a good job of covering that middle, so he's able to get this shot back. There we go. Boom. All right, yeah. So finally, he picked his shot. He picked his shot to follow into the kitchen and was ready and waiting for that easy backhand put away. And that's a good example of Trent really working the point. Actually, that was a team effort, but there from both sides. Good point on all sides. All right, Krista's serving. Oh, they're stacking. She moves over. Okay. That's it. Get into the kitchen. Nope, she stays back. All right, good wide dink. Oh my gosh. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. What a shot. What a shot. Okay. Let's try it. Let's see that again. That was just another beautiful ATP. I love it. I love it. And what makes those ATPs, that kind of ATP, me personally, what I would find annoying about that is I feel like this is like a really good dink. Not that one. Yeah, that one. That's a really good dink that he hit really I thought you would think you have him. I got him. Haha. And then they just come out and do that. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? So let's watch that again. We got to give that some more glory. All right, here we go. Let's watch it again. All right, get there. They're trying to work their way up to the kitchen. Get up there, Krista. Come on. All right, no, come on, get in there. That's it. Nice wide dink. You think you got him? Bam. 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 That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so I don't think that was the end of the game, but that was pretty much the end of the match. So some really great points here. Great play. What I like, the big takeaway from here is, what separates, I think, the 3-5s from the 4-0s and above is your ability to hit shots with intention and to start putting together and constructing a point. You're not just trying to hit one shot and win the point. You have to kind of work the point, work the court, get people off balance, try and incite the mistake out of your opponent and not just try and hit through them, which only works to a certain level. So if you like the analysis, let me know. If you agree, if you disagree, if you saw something I didn't see, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment, subscribe, all the things, and we will see you next time on our next Friday Night Lights crew analysis. Have a good night.